What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone. And I cannot believe I'm going to saying this, but I I I like Comolli. I really do. I know it wasn't the perfect window. I wasn't, what I was expecting it to be. There are many holes in the team. I am still critical of certain things he's done. But one thing I just need to applaud, and that's no deals with Serie A clubs. This is not me saying do never ever deal with Serie A clubs. I'm not saying that. However, we wasted so much money on overpaying for players playing in our league who are clearly not up to it, or we're just overpaying it. They are taking advantage of us. I'll keep bringing up Pepe Marotta's quote when he was with us, and he's like, "We are proud as a club that we are reinvesting our money in the city." I'm like, proud? They are taking advantage of you. There's no need to be proud to overpay clubs like Fiorentina, Sassuolo, all these clubs. What? How? Like, shouldn't you be proud to get quality for the right value? That's your job. Your job is not to make sure that Fiorentina are a healthy club, Sassuolo are a healthy club because you are helping them with money. That's not your job. Your job is to get the best players into the club for the best deal possible. And that is not buy in Serie A consistently. That's just look at the broader spectrum. Look at Europe, the world, whatever. Another planet, for that case. And Comolli, I need to applaud for him for that. He has done that. Very early on, it looked like he was fixated on the lower French clubs, which is good. I'm not saying you shouldn't be looking at any club, but I was like, he only has the numbers of certain clubs, it feels. Later on, more options, and we have done something that I cannot believe we've actually done. This is different than signing or not signing Italian players. We'll get into that as well. But before we do that, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's go. Okay, so we have done no deals with Serie A clubs. Yeah, maybe a U player, whatever, but like real deals. And this is the first time in literal ages, like ages, that we haven't done any deals with Serie A clubs. And for once, I couldn't be more happy. I just couldn't be more happy. I know people in the comments will say, what about, uh, talented players leaving the league? And I'm like, I agree. Like a lot of you people would have wanted Coppola. Oh, he went for 12 million euros or whatever to Brighton. Do you think he would have cost 12 million euros for us? Leoni, for example, went for the same amount we were willing to pay Parma, according to reports, not just us, Milan, Inter. However, he went for less, excuse me, to Liverpool. We wanted to give the same, but that was not enough for Parma. Every single report suggested that. It was not Liverpool were paying 50 million and we were offering 25 million, or Inter were offering 25. Apologies, I'm not going to restart it. That it was not the case that Inter were offering 25, or Milan are offering 20, and Parma wanted 50 and Liverpool are giving them 50. That was not the case. We were offering them what they wanted, and still it was not good enough for Parma. They wanted more from us, and definitely Verona wanted more for Coppola than anyone. Comuzzo, like all these players, if you're gonna buy them, they want more if we come in. And if they want to do that, fine. But as a club, at one point, you need to be like, okay, we're not doing this. There are good enough players out there. The fixation of Italian, it needs to be Italian, I will never understand. If it's a good deal and it's a good Italian player, sign me up. If not, then get me a good deal for a good, I don't know, Dutch player, French player, German player, Japanese. Like I couldn't care less. If the player is good and the price is good, whatever nationality he has, I couldn't give what. That's not what matters. I know people talk about the spine and the Azzurri. This Juve, I don't care about the Azzurri. They've been crap for ages. They fluked a Euro. I like unbelievable that they actually managed to do that. Other than that, they have been bad. And I would have nothing, like if we have another Buffon, Barzali, Bonucci, Chiellini at the back, all good. But you cannot force that. That came natural. We didn't went out there and look like Barzagli was at Wolfsburg. Was he all that good? No, he wasn't. You know, it was okay, but it popped off with us. Bonucci was struggling before he joined us. Like, that's it. It worked out. We didn't buy a ready-made player, you know, if that makes sense. We didn't overpay for Bonucci. It just clicked. Pirlo was a free agent. Marquisio came through our youth setup. You know, it was like we didn't force it. It was natural. It was building. Barzagli out of the blue became an unreal player. You know, Marquisio became unbelievable. Bonucci out of nothing became unbelievable because there was no sign that the Bonucci we had in the first seasons became that type of Bonucci and reached those type of levels. There were no signs of that. We didn't overpay. It came natural and good and good. That's all good. But I rather for once this club do this. Pay for Zigrova, you know, maybe 15, was it 18 million with all the bonuses? Good deal. Good deal. We could have gone out there and paid for a player playing in the Italian league, and we would have paid way more money. Free agent next season or not. You know, let's say Openda was playing for Fiorentina. You think we would have signed him for 40 million euros? You believe that? No chance. We paid 37 for Nico Gonzalez last season when everybody was like, what the hell is going on? He's not worth 37. And it's our fault that we actually pay that. But for once, Comolli basically said, we're not doing this. We're not going to do this. We're not doing this. And we could have signed players in this league. 100%. There were many options, and the other clubs would have sold us their players. As long as we overpaid for them. That is it. That's it. As long as we overpay, they will sign us their players. If not, we're not going to get much done in this league. We're not. We should be thinking about this club, not about this league. So, Comolli, time will tell. But again, we sign players from the league and it flops. It's not because we signed out of the league, it's going to flop definitely. That's not the reason. Like, because we've proved that we signed from in the league, we overpay, and it flops. Like, every Fiorentina player is a disaster we bring in, basically. It is. So this is refreshing. I'm not gonna lie. Keep it up. Again, if there are good players out there and the value is good, you pay that for a Serie A player. And maybe you overpay slightly, but not paying 37 for Nico Gonzalez when everybody knew he was not even worth 27 at the time. Like, let's be real. Court miners you overpaid. There's no need. If you are going to overpay like crazy, shift to other targets. There's no need to give these clubs the money for what? For what? Because then they will turn around, knock on your door, and be like, can we get that player on a loan and you pay part of the wages? It happens. It happens all the time. We didn't even do that this season. Rui is still at the club, which is not good for him. Atsic, you know, was at the club, so it's going to be interesting to see how we're going to deal with that next gen, yes or no. But, you know, most times these Serie A teams come knocking. They're like, can we get him on a free loan and you pay part of the wages? And we were like, yeah, take him. For once, we're like, no, we're not doing this. So that is refreshing and hopefully a good start to a new era at this club where we put our foot down and we actually, you know, show that we are Juve. So in the comments, let me know what you think about it. Is it, you know, not calculated? Was it just by chance that it, you know, popped up like that, worked out for this? Or is it a real new strategy, maybe from Comolli saying, we're going to do it this way, value? Let me know, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you soon. Ciao.